Today we're going to talk about a topic that's gaining a lot of interest lately. That's importing cars from Mexico to Canada. Whether you're looking for a unique vehicle or just a great deal, we're going to try to get you covered. So let's dive into it. First off, when it comes to importing a car from Mexico to Canada, it can be a great way to find a unique model or unique models and potentially save some money as well. But there are some important steps you need to consider and regulations that you need to be aware of. In this video, we'll walk you through the entire process from understanding the regulations to getting your car on the road in Canada. First off, let's talk about the regulations. According to Transport Canada, vehicles imported from Mexico must meet Canadian safety standards. And this means that you'll need to check if the vehicle is on the Vehicle Import Compatibility List. It's called the VIC list. If it's not on the VIC list, you might face a few challenges getting it approved for import into Canada from Mexico. A few things that you can look at in terms of key steps to import a car from Mexico. One of them is checking the compatibility. Another is obtaining the export clearance. So you have to report to Mexican customs for clearance to export the vehicle out of the country. Also, paying the taxes and duties associated to this export. You have to be prepared to pay any applicable taxes and duties when bringing the vehicle through Canadian customs. You also have to consider clearing recalls. Okay, make sure the vehicle is free of any type of recalls that may be on the vehicle. Also, registering with the RIV, which is the Registrar of Imported Vehicles, the RIV in Canada. If required, the registering of the vehicle with this RIV is an important step. Also, you may need to get the vehicle inspected to ensure it meets Canadian safety standards. Okay? Some more tips I can share with you. You should definitely 100% do your research. It will take some effort on your end. So understanding the regulations and the requirements before you start the import process. And work with professionals. Consider hiring a customs broker to help with the paperwork and the logistics of the move. If not just a customs broker, hiring even a logistics broker who can help you with the actual transportation of the vehicle, the import process. They would then, of course, have to use a customs broker as well to get you through the importing process of your vehicle. And give yourself plenty of time to complete each of these steps in the process. Okay? Keep in mind, there are a lot of resources for you to verily trust the import process and identify all the different things you need along the process. So websites like the Transport Canada and the Registrar of Imported Vehicles, these are places you can go that provide detailed information and the guidelines about how you're going to go about this entire process of importing your vehicle from Mexico to Canada. Okay, it's very important. Those are the two very important steps. So again, please check vehicle eligibility, obtain your export clearance from Mexico. That is the Mexican customs procedure. Prepare your documentation. So you got to prepare the vehicle import form, which is Form 1. The vehicle registration, it has to have a valid vehicle registration documentation from Mexico. And then pay your taxes and duties to the Canadian customs. So you have to declare the vehicle at the Canadian border and pay any applicable taxes, import fees, and RIV program fees. That's the Registrar of Imported Vehicles fees. Okay. You got to look at the recall clearances. So ensure the vehicle is clear of any type of recalls before you import the vehicle. So not after your attempt, before you have to do this. You got to look at the registration of this vehicle with the RIV. You got to make sure you get an RIV authorized inspection. Okay, you have to have the vehicle inspected at an official RIV authorized inspection center within a set period of time. You got to also consider provincial and territorial licensing. So you have to contact your vehicle insurance provider in Canada and the provincial or territorial licensing authority to determine any additional requirements for licensing and insuring your specific vehicle that you're importing from Mexico. And last but not least, the temporary vehicle imports. Okay, this is important. Sometimes you can import vehicles for temporary use. Let's say you are trying to import it in Canada. Consider this, that different rules apply for vehicles imported temporarily for personal use, such as visitors, students, or temporary workers. So you have to really brush up on whether or not you are eligible for temporary use importation, or whether or not you have to in full import your vehicle through this entire procedure that we've just talked about in this video. If you like this video, give it a subscribe, a like, a comment, a share, and looking forward to discussing the matters further. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns or feedback, please give it in the comments below and we will go from there. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Logistics World's channel on YouTube. Thank you very much.